Hello everyone, and welcome back to D&D. We are just waiting on the rest of the people, and hopefully it will pull up. Of course. Oh no, there it is. I was going to say, of course we're going to have issues. Okay, I will undeafen myself. I hope everyone is ready for a very, very interesting session. Last we left off, we were about to go into another battle with the kobolds that we can only assume took out our next door cellmates. It is going to be quite interesting. I hope that you guys enjoy this. And like I said, we're just waiting for the other characters to join. We are all very, very nervous on how this is going to end up, but I hope that things are interesting as well as entertaining. Do not know how long everyone else is going to be muted and deafened. I'm deafened. Yoku is muted. Con is deafened. Audio's deafened. MyndBreaker is actually on, but he is not speaking, so what? Oh, it's audio stream notification. Alright, oh goodness, she is going to take a while. We'll just load up some we'll just load up some nice quiet D&D music while we wait.
Oh.
Hello. I'm not ready for a fight.
This is going to go great.
Con, are those your actual die on the top of your screen?
Yeah.
No, that's fire. That's fire.
I got them from a gaming convention that was nearby.
Is anyone ready for this?
I don't think we're genuinely ready for it. I think we all say we are, but I think we're gonna get.
Yep. It's gonna be great.
I think it should go quite well.
It is genuinely terrifying.
Indubitably.
I have nice light and whimsical music playing right now, and I'm like, oh no, I'm going to have to change to the battle music.
I basically have bard versions of popular songs.
Very nice, very nice. I just have random compilations of music. So I have nice, light, adventuring music, and I have combat music.
Yeah, that's essentially what I'm on.
I'm ready to queue up the the combat music. Oh, I'm nervous.
Oh, there's actually a public playlist called D&D combat music. Great.
See? I do believe I have 4 different playlists for the combat. Combat takes quite a long time.
I've just got a 10-hour playlist of medieval Celtic music playing.
See, it's perfect. I do tend to like to match the ambiance though.
Listening to like Wardruna and stuff like that is one of my favorites.
Oh, I didn't even think of Ward, bruh. I just want the whole. I want the whole song, not parts of it, bro. I'm putting this in my combat music. Thank you.
Anytime.
I completely forgot about that song.
I forgot how long Audia's intro usually is.
Around 15 minutes. She'd just be chilling.
Chatting with all the friends.
We love Audio. We love her.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely were talking about how long your intro is.
I'm sorry. I was
Would
getting
never be
some
us.
stuff sorted out.
I was like, how long have I been going? It's
I know.
been a
I
while.
apologize. I was trying to get the thing before the map down before I could start, and I couldn't find where it was at. And I just realized I didn't open these either. Like I said, I'm rushing to get all these things open. Let me open up the recap really quickly.
Take your time. C4 says hello, everybody.
Hello.
Okay. So recap of where we were at. Everybody is back, correct?
Yes,
Yep.
correct.
Okay. Awesome.
I do believe.
So, last time, or I guess all time, you guys started out, you were teleported from your homeland, Aprana, into the frozen world of Tarnstead, where you learned chaos had struck the land. In an attempt to discover the cause of this, you all discovered a crystal that made you teleport once again. Mid-teleportation, you heard an unfamiliar voice warning you of the challenges you face ahead in your journey. You were then placed in the middle of an arena where you were forced into deadly challenges. The competing party who assisted you were killed, and you are now faced with a group of kobolds who you had been warned against. Your companion Lockery has yet to awaken from his sleep, and now you must fight the kobolds to survive. That is general recap of what happened. So let me set up move this really quickly. And we'll make it a little bit bigger. But we will be starting right into initiative, if you guys recall. So if you guys would like to roll initiative. Is that big enough? Should I make it bigger? I'll do like that. That seems fine. And I did move your characters down here. You guys should be more or less positioned. I'll say stay on,
Oh, hold on. I'm smart.
this side of the line. So position yourselves as you would like on that side of the line. I don't know if I have any minis for this, but I won't cause you guys to lag, so we are going to use pawns for today.
Lovely.
Oh look, that one's already dead.
Easy.
Should I make it now? We're just going to leave enemies red. That should be easy enough.
Yeah.
Not the worst first roll of the day, but not the best.
What am I? We're rolling initiative, right?
Correct. 2, 3.
Oh, I hate it being small. There we go.
And I do beg pardon, it looks like my initiative roll is going to take a while. It's not loading for me very well. Oh, I popped up.
Where's
just
Yumina?
tweeted that one.
What a
You
command.
should be there.
Oh,
If you're not
there you
there,
are.
I can duplicate you. And
Yeah, I can't
MyndBreaker
clone
in
it.
case I need a thing.
I
Just
don't
gonna promote
know.
you as well, real quick.
What would I? Oh, I'm just curious what I would need a thing for.
Oh, I have Desmond. Desmond's hanging out over here with me.
I think I can't clone myself. I would have to have you clone me.
I got you. Oh,
Hell yeah.
I've also blindfolded myself.
Fantastic.
Get rid of flashbang.
Let me pull up this encounter real quick as well.
And the squares are 5, correct? Or are they 10?
Correct. They're 5.
Alright. Good to know, good to know. Is anyone else sweating bullets right now?
Very much so, yes.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I should probably cue up the combat music.
And may I ask your guys' initiative, starting at Rosmila,
8.
and then Yumino,
12.
and Gale,
That was a 13.
and Balin.
15, matching his eagerness to fight something.
Our initiative was not very high.
No, was not.
And
That's the highest he's rolled so far, I think.
Oh, press M. Press and hold M.
unfortunately for you guys, the kobolds rolled pretty high.
I didn't know that was a feature.
And then you can use your mouse wheel to scroll in.
Well, if you
Oh,
zoom in
no,
super
the-
far on your character, you can see their empty head.
Oh, they're at the top of initiative.
I found a DM to you. Now that's great.
So who goes first? Do the kobolds
Um,
or does Balin?
Before you begin, Gale, as you were staring down in this situation, looking at the kobolds, you get a sense of confidence as you look over all of the enemies. Pandersoul gave you inspiration, so you have 1d4 of
Oh.
inspiration.
Hey, let's go. Thank you, Panda.
W.
And starting at the top, it will be Balin.
Or at least someone gets to go before the enemy.
One person gets to go before the enemy.
One person.
Are there any archers or more caster types by rough glance?
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Expect me to roll in this game? I have. It's a good thing I have advantage on that because that was a 1. 22.
22.
Much better.
Yeah, you can see them. They all have very similar weapons. It doesn't look like they have anything that can be thrown. However, you do notice quite an interesting bag at all of their hips, but you're not sure what's inside of it.
Okay. I'm sure that won't be problematic whatsoever for us. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And as I run up, I am going to drag the Warhammer on the ground and kick up a bunch of debris, and as it kind of like flies up, it's going to then start circling around me, and that's going to be my spiritual guardians.
Okay.
And in addition to that... I've played so much Baldur's Gate 3, I've forgotten the rules, or not the rules, forgotten how you're doing D&D. Can I cast a second leveled spell on a turn? Like 2 leveled spells.
If it is a bonus action, yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. If one's bonus action and one's an action, then yes.
Then I'm going to cast a spiritual weapon. Lockery does have that scythe that his character is wielding, correct?
Let me double check. He has a quarterstaff.
That's less interesting. My spiritual weapon will take the form of the crystal sitting above the king's head, then.
Okay.
And I'm going to use it to attack. I'll summon it here over at Kobold 5 and attack with it.
All right.
That is a natural 1.
I believe that's going to miss.
I would assume so. But I do have the spiritual weapon out, and I do have spiritual guardians active as well.
And spiritual guardians, is that whenever they enter on their turn?
That is... Sorry. When a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there.
Okay.
So when they enter, yes.
Gotcha.
I am going to get myself that ring as well. Oh. And that will be turn.
Okay. So then starting with the kobolds. They are going to move to center in on you. Let me make sure they have, yeah, okay. 5, 15, easily reach you.
Their movement is halved when they enter that radius.
Okay. Those ones should definitely be able to reach you. 5, and then... maths. I believe that can reach you. That should only be 25. Right, to about there. Okay. Immediately all of them centering in on you. They're going to take out their rapiers to attack.
And all of them will need to make wisdom saving throws as they approached.
Okay. They are also very, very wise. What is the DC for that?
15.
Okay, so Kobold 4 has no issues there. The rest of them all will get hit.
All of them get hit. All of them will take
Halved.
15 radiant damage as the small bits of rock that I dragged up with a hammer begin to flit around them and glow with like a soft white light. And Kobold 4 will take 7.
Okay. Oops, 7. Alright.
Do you have like a D4 or something I could use in as a...
We have these dice
Spiritual
here. None of
weapon.
those are D4. Let's see. D4.
Oh. It was right here, I believe. It was in that area somewhere.
I think it was, yeah. Yeah, it had to have been, I think, right there. I think they started out, like, here, right in front of it, so.
Okay.
But then they will attack you. And what is your AC again?
20.
Alright. They're all going to attempt to attack you, however, only one is going to actually manage to hit you. Wow, I'm rolling so badly right now. That was
I
a
rolled
wrong roll.
3 d20s and got 2 natural ones.
That is a D4, not a D8. Yeah, I've had a lot of very low rolls. Okay, we'll just do it this way. So you will be taking 6 piercing damage, and I think will they use this now? We'll just leave it for now. They'll be fine. And that will be the kobold's turn. So moving on to Gale.
I made a concentration check for spiritual guardians and I rolled a 21.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So
Appreciate I forgot concentration.
I what was this? Is this just like what's this line representing again? Sorry.
The red line is just where you guys needed to start behind it. It means nothing.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Just trying to. So it's been a while. I'm trying to like see what I can do.
No worries, no worries. It has been a bit, so that's why we're refreshing, right? I'm trying to remember as well. Like, what did I set you guys up against this time?
I've positioned my camera in Yumino's head, and now I'm in Yumino's perspective.
Fantastic.
It's so weird.
Get right down into the battlefield.
It's perfect because if you position it right, you still see the bow and the arrow. And the arm.
Okay. Fire.
And
Okay, so
my circle does not damage you all.
yeah, I'm just trying to
Yeah, Spirit Guardians is enemies only, right?
Correct.
Or specified targets, I guess.
How
I can
wide
specify
is this?
targets to not damage.
Yeah.
How wide is what?
How wide is that? Is
It's
it-
15-foot radius. So if you move it to a
5,
corner,
10,
you can see it
15.
goes 5, 10, 15, yeah.
Okay.
If there was to be a 15-foot cube originating from me, would that go as far as the kobolds but not hit Balin?
So 5. Yeah, it would hit Balin.
Okay, that's fine. I can just go. And then maybe what? So. Okay, right. Okay, so it's, yeah. 5, 10. Okay, so that would get what? It would get these 3, wouldn't it? Right? If am I doing that correctly? 15-foot cube originating from me.
If it
15
originates from you, that would count this square, wouldn't it?
15-foot cube originating from you would be out like 5, 10, 15, I believe, right? And then 5, 10,
Okay.
15.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would hit those 3.
Okay, well, yeah, Gale is going to do Thunder Wave. Everyone needs to make a Constitution saving throw. Have to be 15.
15 constitute. Wait. They need to make Constitution saving throw 15?
Yes, yes.
What is the DC on that?
DC 15.
Holy shit, I actually get some good. Okay, wait. It was 3 of them, just 3 of them in it, right? 1, 2, 3.
Mhm.
What did I just roll for the first 3? They all pass.
Okay, so they still take half as much damage from
Okay.
whatever roll, and they don't get pushed. That's 2, 8. 12 halved to 6. It will take 6 damage each.
6 damage each?
Mhm.
That should be 2, 3, and 1.
Wait, no, wait, oh. I've done it wrong. I should have rolled once more because it's 3d8 because of level wise.
Gotcha. Go ahead and add another roll in. No worries.
That's
18.
no worries. They have plenty of health left.
18 half. I don't do math well.
18 halved 9, right?
Yes.
Last I checked.
Okay.
That was a second level.
And do you have any bonus actions?
Nothing that I want to do right now.
Okay. Is that your turn? In that case, we will go on to Yumino's turn.
Okay.
Oh no, what happened to Discord? What happened to Discord?
Is it doing that thing where it's like, it's a gray page?
Yep.
It just reopened Discord. It's doing it because of streamer mode.
Okay, gotcha.
Are there any plants in the area?
No, you guys are in the arena. It is sand.
There's no cactus or anything?
No. If there was cactus, it was probably burned up and destroyed by the tar and flames that were there previously.
Okay, we don't have to mention that, okay?
I love to mention that.
I think it bears mentioning every session.
Alright, so this is 60 foot. Dash is 2 times your movement. So I would technically still have 15 extra foot after the dash, right?
Yes.
Alright, so I'll dash over here. And I actually want to try out my new dagger. I want to try out the icy dagger.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna... I'll make a stabbing motion for the kobold. Like, towards his neck, or like almost a stab, but kind of like a slash stab, if that makes any sense. Like a 45-degree angle coming down, so it's either like I stab him in the neck or it cuts him if he moves.
Okay.
Hold on, let me roll. I'm having trouble finding it. Hold on. I think it might be too small still.
Oh, I read that
Okay,
wrong.
hit is a 20. It's a dirty 20.
Okay. That will hit.
Okay. What did I just do? And 9 damage.
2, 5. Okay. Wait, you said 9?
Yeah, so... Yeah, 9. It's 3 and then the 6.
Yeah, sorry. I just entered 5 and I was like, that doesn't sound right. Anyway, 9 damage. Correct me if I'm wrong, legendary actions can be enacted anytime at the end of another creature's turn. Okay, never mind. Go ahead. Continue.
Well, that shouldn't be relevant.
So...
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Because I can dual wield, can I also attack with my other dagger at the same time, or no?
If you have 2 attack actions, if you only have 1 attack action, then no.
That's fair. Okay. So then I'll just use my rogue bonus action to disengage the 15 foot.
Okay.
5, 10, 15. that'll be my turn. I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay. Rosmila.
Alright. That is within 30 feet. First checking that Lockery is fully unconscious. I'm going to shakily step forward and cast... What is it? True Strike, which grants me a brief insight into the target's defenses, and on my next turn I will get advantage.
Okay. Let me pull that up. I don't remember what all you learned from that.
Oh, it just gives advantage on the next attack.
That's it? Okay.
She'll make against the creature.
Gotcha,
Or
okay.
your next attack roll, I think, in general.
Okay.
Not entirely remembering how it works off the top of my head, but it's just advantage, I know that much.
Alright, so next attack will be advantage. Do you have a bonus action?
She's just going to stay back.
Fair enough. Those are out, so then it will go back up to the top with Balin.
Okay. I'm going to use my bonus action to command the spiritual weapon, move here, and attack... I guess 5 again.
Okay.
It missed 5 the first time, it's going for it again. That's another natural 1.
Fantastic. That is going to miss.
Mm-hmm. And then Balin will use his action to cast Word of Radiance. I need all of them to make a Constitution saving... Oh, not all of them. All of the ones adjacent to me, so Kobold 1 is safe. Con
Okay.
save 15.
So going down the line, 2 passed, 3 failed, 4 passed, and 5 passed.
Okay, so 3 is the only one that takes damage because cantrips.
Okay.
3 will take 11 points of radiant damage as I just unleash a shout and a burst of radiance pops from me.
Okay.
And then that will be my turn.
And then it will move on to their turns. Because they're starting their turn in this, they will take damage from the...
Yes, so that'll be an wisdom save from all of them, 15.
They are all rolling like shit for this. Alright, Kobold 4 passes.
Okay. 12 damage to all the failures, 6 to the pass.
Okay. And Kobold 1 is going to move around to 5, 15. That is the full movement with a halved. They are going to attack Gale, so I'll take care of Kobold 1 first. Attack on Gale. Seeing that you guys are a larger threat, they are going to start attacking more fiercely with 2 attacks each, because I didn't realize that before. What is your AC, Gale?
12.
Okay, one of the attacks will hit, and that d8's broken. I will roll it this way. So you will take 7 piercing damage as they attack you.
Is that a scratch?
And then the rest of them are all going to attack you, Balin. Gosh, can I just roll? What is this? Okay, that's one attack to hit. Because your AC is 20, correct? 21?
20.
20, okay. Okay, that's 2 hits. One of them is a crit. And the last guy... Okay, so 2 hits. That's going to be 12, 21 damage, 21 piercing damage total.
21?
Yeah, one of them got a crit, so.
Okay. What were the damage splits, like each?
It was 9 damage for the first one, and the second one was 12 damage. If I did that math right?
Okay. That is 1 past Constitution saving throw. And 2 past. 17 and a 21 were the rolls. So,
Okay.
we're good.
And then, sensing you as quite a large threat, doing quite a bit of damage, Kobold 1 is going to use a legendary action at this moment to reaching into its pocket, it is going to take out some sand and throw it up at your face, Gale. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
You've been pocket sanded?
Okay, saving throw, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, come on. That's a 9.
That's a 9. So you fail, so you're going to be blinded until the end of the kobold's next turn. The rest of them are going to do something a little bit different. They are all going to be using legendary actions as well. Trying to remember which one. So this one is going to use a legendary action to scurry away from the fight. It's going to move back 5. That should be 10, 20, I think, about for half the speed, so that it can move out once more to get out of the range of your spell. The others are going to do an additional attack on you.
Okay.
That one's gonna miss. That one's gonna miss. Gosh, they're sure trying. That's a shit roll. Okay, they all miss. Unfortunate.
Finish you.
And that will be their turn. So then we will move on to Gale. You're currently blinded.
So, from being blinded, I'm assuming Gale would have seen the kobold approaching before being a... Yeah, I mean, most likely, yes.
Yeah.
So, Gale is going to, out of just like a instinct, he's going to thunderclap.
Okay.
And the kobold has to make a Constitution saving throw, which is DC 15.
They're going to pass.
Well, there's not much else I can do, to be honest. I don't think, because it's a bonus action now, so...
That's fine. I did blind you, so
Yeah.
was hoping to survive a turn.
It's fine. Yeah, that'll be it.
All right, Yumino.
Okay, so... I also just realized that I had 66 health. I didn't realize that I was that tanky.
You are now with that wonderful belt.
Let me check something real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
So, if I was to shoot... Well, that means he would take it. Hey, Balin, do you trust me?
Balin
you're gonna-
kind of glances over his shoulder as he's going. Just like, my back is to you. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Hail of Thorns, and I'm gonna shoot my arrow literally right over Balin's shoulder to right here. Like literally on the line in between these two, or just I want these 4 squares to get hit because it's a 5 meter or 5 foot radius in between where it hits. But I won't be getting the damage for the arrow hitting them, but I'll be getting the effects of the Hail of Thorns on the kobolds in front of him. Can I do that?
I think so.
All right, so I rear my bow back and I let the arrow
Wait, so
fly.
you're trying to explain it to me again?
Okay, so my arrow is essentially going right over Balin's shoulder and landing here. That way, these 4 tiles get hit with Hail of Thorns.
Okay, so you're just you're targeting there to hit Hail of Thorns so that it doesn't hit Balin, basically.
Essentially.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. That's fine.
Okay, 22 for hit.
22 will hit.
Okay, and then do I roll for damage since I'm not technically aiming at them?
Since you're not, correct me if I'm wrong, Hail of Thorns is like connected to the arrow, so the arrow would do damage and Hail of Thorns would do separate damage, correct?
Yeah, so arrow has to make impact and then Hail of Thorns sprouts from arrow's location.
So you won't make damage with the arrow, but you will roll the damage for the Hail of Thorns.
Perfect. Okay, so you guys roll... The kobolds that got hit roll... Get out of the... Crouch from the range location of the target within 5 feet must take a dexterity saving roll.
Okay.
A creature takes 1d10 piercing damage on a failed save. Half as much on a successful one.
And what is that, save?
You didn't put it in the spells. Hold on, let me...
It should just be the same as your
It should just be the
other...
same as my dex, right?
Yeah, let me pull up your page. If you go into the spells, the save DC at the top.
Oh, okay, 11.
11. So 4 will pass, 5 will fail.
And then I'll take my
Then
bonus
yeah,
action to just... Well, if I was here... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30... Yeah, we'll pop myself. Yeah, we'll pop myself right here.
Okay.
And that's it.
What was the damage on them again? I apologize.
So the failed was 5, and then the failed was 10, and the save was 5.
Okay. Alright.
Now, do the thorns stay there? So technically now there would be plants there, right?
Is that how Hail of Thorns work?
I mean, there's nothing that states the spell, like, the thorns dissipate. It just says they take piercing damage. Oh, hold on. I misread that completely wrong. So, instead of aiming it, Balin, I guess you will have to take a saving throw.
Oh.
Because I have to hit a creature with it. It can't hit just, like, random area.
Ah, gotcha. Then you might as well target this one. That way
Yeah, it gets all
you
of
hit
them.
all of them.
Yeah, so let me target Kobold 4. So just one more
Okay.
saving throw for 2.
Okay, 2 did pass.
It was a dex save.
Yeah.
Does a 1 beat your DC?
Oh my god. So do dwarves technically count as creatures?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, I'm a people.
No, it does not. It does not save it.
Okay, so that was 10 damage.
Yeah, 10 piercing. Sorry, Balin. I'll heal you next. I got you.
And if you want to roll the damage for 4 as well, for the actual strike.
Impacts. I succeeded the con save on keeping Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
11.
Alright. And then that is your turn, correct?
Yeah. So Kobold 2 took 16 damage that turn and is still up. Jesus.
They're all still up, yep. They're not quite tanky, but they're holding in there. Rosmila.
I did send you a question on Discord. If you could kindly answer that before I...
Yeah, I was trying to find where that was at in your page. Where does it describe it at in your...
So it should be under actions. If you look under Manifest Mind, Summon, but I have not read anything about that in particular.
I don't know. Give me here. I will send you a message back on it.
Also, what constitutes as a creature?
Creatures are pretty much any, like...
Most anything we can fight. Like if we're fighting
Yeah.
a chair that has been animated, it will be a creature.
Yeah,
Yes, but does
like
that...
pretty much everything.
So it's everything but people, or do people count as creatures?
No, so creature is like an animate object. Door, not a creature. Door that's animated and attacking, creature.
Essentially, just classify a living being as a creature.
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah.
Audio, there's an interesting bit with that.
Am I missing where it's saying something about that?
No, there is a particular spell in which I can take a hold of something and take it with me after I cast said spell, but I do not know if if the book spirit actually has a carry limit, which is why I needed that.
Wait, what is the spell?
I sent it.
So, are you trying to use this spell from, like, the book's
Which is allowed.
location? Yeah. You can cast from the book. What do you mean by the carry?
Look at the spell.
So I think that it would be the same, let's just put it as this, where it's the same as you. So you are capable of doing this spell, then the book is capable of it. If you are not, then the book is not.
Right. I would like to look at Balin and see what his condition is, if he looks like he is in great distress, or...
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Why am I not finding it? Oh, there it is. And it rose so slowly. Come on. 22.
22. Okay, go ahead and describe your condition, Balin.
Balin's not doing great. You'd probably see him like reaching into his pack, and you would see like the edge of a healing potion about to come out, probably.
Alright. Where could I set up a... If I had a, gosh, what is it? A 15-foot cube, from where could I put it that it would not hit him? Would it be... Here?
If you put it, so like this is 5, 10, 15, you could put it like starting here, but that would hit Yumino. You could put it like here, it would hit these two, right? Or wait, what? 10, 15, sorry. You could put it there and it could hit, like, still hit Yumino. Cube. So here, and it would only hit these two, Kobold 4 and 5.
Alright. Seeing that Balin is in distress, Rosmila is going to summon the Spirit of her Awakened spellbook and send it, which is a bonus action, and send it here. And with that, I need both Kobold 4 and 5 to make a Constitution saving throw.
What are you casting?
Thunderstep.
So, would you do Thunderstep or Thunder Wave?
I
Because Thunderstep can teleport somebody away with you.
can. But, it cannot exceed my carry weight.
Yes, but technically, you can bring, like, a companion with you through that. That would be fine.
Oh, so we're changing the rules now.
Not necessarily changing the rules, it's just,
Alright.
one of the things with it is that you can teleport one willing creature of your size or smaller who is carrying gear up to its carrying capacity. So if he was carrying an excess amount of gear, then he wouldn't be able to be teleported. Like if he was, I don't know, carrying a dragon on his back or something.
Alright,
But
so...
because he's within his capacity, he can.
So if I were here, but the damage though, the damage with Thunderstep.
It would not affect him if you teleport away with him with it. It would just affect those within 10 feet around you.
The creature must be within a 10-foot space. Alright. Okay, so if I were to go here instead, I could grab him, and it would still affect these three then.
Correct, yeah. If you, say, went to, like, here or here, and grabbed him, moved over, then it would affect those three, and it would not hit Yumino.
Alright, okay, so change the plan, Spectral Book here. And I need now Kobold 2, 4, and 5 to make Constitution saving throws.
Okay. What's the DC on that?
16.
Oof. They all fail.
Alright. And now we roll. Please be good, please be good, please be good. Oh, come on. Alright, that would be a total of 25 damage.
Alright. 2, 4, and 5. Oof.
And I am going to... Oh no. I'm going to grab Balin with the spell and bring him back here with Lokri. And I don't know if it means anything, but there is a very, very loud, deafening boom of thunder from thunder damage.
Yeah. The 3 kobolds immediately collapse on the ground, dead from the impact of the thunder damage around them. And you have a nice, clear view of that as well, Rasmila, as your attack struck all 3 of them down in an instant. Anything else in your turn?
No, now she's in shock.
Imagine dying, bro. Okay, Balin, it is your turn.
Yes. I will, I will take just one step forward. I will go ahead and drop concentration on Spirit Guardians. I will use an action to cast Aura of Vitality. Wait, is that what I meant? Yeah, sure, that works. Aura of Vitality. Every turn, I can use a bonus action to heal someone 2d6, and I'm going to use my bonus action on my turn to heal myself 10.
Okay.
Bring us up to just over half HP. And then, so that was 5, 10, 15, 1d. I'm not going to get super far out, but I am going to get, like, in front of Rasmila again now that she's kind of in shock and I'm doing a little bit better.
Okay.
And I will look at her. Thank you. And then stand in front of her, shield poised. And pass.
And then it will fall into the kobolds' turn. The kobolds, seeing their companions fall, are going to attack Yumino and Gale. And being entirely enraged, the Kobold 3 is going to start by attempting to throw some sand at your face, Yumino. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
16.
Okay, you will pass, so you are not blinded. They are, however, going to use their other legendary action. Wait, did they have one left? No, they did use that one. Kobold 3? No, they've been up over here. They didn't use an action, did they?
Kobold 3 hasn't used an action, no.
Didn't think so. Okay, so they're going to attack you 3 times. What is your...
I lied, they used an action. They used 2, in fact.
What is your AC?
No, he did use one to run away from me.
Okay, I couldn't remember if he did or not, so that's fine. What is your AC, though?
18.
18. Okay, so one attack will hit.
How much am I taking?
I am rolling that now. Wow, I roll like shit. You're taking 3 piercing damage? I rolled a 1 on a d8, taking 3 damage. Kobold 1 is going to attack as well.
Oh no.
attack Gale. You should not be blinded anymore, though. What is your AC again?
It's 12.
Okay, one attack will hit.
That's fine.
That is going to be 6 piercing damage. And now this one, I know, used sand. It didn't use another legendary action, correct?
No.
I don't think that it did. So it's going to attack you once more. Or try to. And it is going to hit.
As a reaction...
You will take the 5 piercing damage, but what's your reaction?
It's to endure. Reduce damage dealt to you by 1d12 plus 1.
Okay.
Yeah. If you need me to send what it is, then I can. Just to
No,
make
you're
sure
good, you're good.
Yeah. Okay.
But you're reducing 1d12 of damage, right? So do you roll the d12 and then take out... what was the total damage dealt? You can just subtract from that. It was 5 for this attack and... like 3 for the other? Right? No, that was Yumino.
It was 6.
6. So 11
So-
damage, and then just roll a d12 and subtract that from it.
Okay. Hold on. That's taking 8 away from it. What, I take 3 damage? Yeah, 3 damage instead.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, that's all.
And that will be the end of their turn. So then, Gale, it will be your turn.
Wait, I got skipped.
Wait, you did? No, you didn't.
No, I didn't. Never mind.
Yeah, you're after Gale. Or yeah, you're after Gale. I'm like, did I lose my spot? No.
Okay, so Gale is going to look at this kobold and he's going to say, "Is this the best that the reigning champions can do? Your friends are dying. What could you possibly do to me?" And he's going to vicious mockery. Have to beat. Have to do a wisdom saving throw. To beat 15.
They passed.
This is fine. Yeah, that's it.
You can see the rage on the kobold's face at the attempted insult, just making him more aggressive. And then Yumino, it would be your turn.
So which Kobold 1 or Kobold 3, which one looks more beat up?
Make a perception check.
Nine.
At a glance, it looks like the one that you're fighting's looking more hurt. That other one looks pissed for some reason.
Wonder why.
Can I... So Kobold 1 is facing Gale, right?
Correct.
Can I sneak attack that Kobold?
Yes.
Okay, I want to take my Ice Dagger out and I want to try to stab his head.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to attack.
23.
23 will hit.
9.
9 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I want to use my bonus action to disengage and actually come, like, here. We'll go here.
Okay.
That'll be it. That's my turn. Pass.
All right, Rosmila.
Alright. Seeing this.
Don't sneak attacks hit. Oh, sorry. Hold on.
Go ahead.
No. I was talking to chat.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Seeing this confrontation going on here, Rosmila is going to do the same tactic, but because these two are right next to each other, we're going to go over here. So, 10 foot. This one should be hit, correct?
Where exactly are you casting it at?
From here.
10, yeah, that one would be hit. There.
Alright, so same thing. We are going to use Thunder Step. Both of them need to make a Constitution saving throw.
And what is the DC on that?
16.
They both pass.
Okay, well, they'll take half.
I don't know if they'll live, but they both pass.
Well, they'll just take half. If the dice want to load. Alright, half of 21.
So 10 damage? 11 damage?
11 if we're being generous.
Either way, they are both going to collapse on the
Alright.
ground.
Upon seeing them all drop dead, Rosmila just starts shaking horribly and proceeds to turn away from Balin and just begins retching. Just hands and knees, just begins violently retching.
Balin's doing that, hey, that's pretty good nod, looking at the fact that all 5 of them were done by that one.
And as you guys are standing, you guys are out of initiative. However, you guys are hearing the applause around you of your victory. And looking down, at the kobolds, before you're able to go and even try to loot them, if that's what you're trying to do, the golden bindings wrap around you once again, freezing you in place, and the guards come out to collect you all once again.
I want the skull, bro!
No skulls.
Does it stop my concentration?
Yes.
Oh.
I'm assuming we're in like a 9th tier
In
binding
fact,
spell right
with
now.
that in mind, would you like to make an Arcana check to see just how restricted you are?
How to spell.
Is
Sure.
that all of us?
Can't wait to roll another natural 1.
Can
Wasn't
we-
a natural 1. 3.
An Arcana check, you say?
Yeah.
Well, let's just roll and see what
A
happens.
3, well, you're stuck.
Oh, come off it! That's cheap! Okay, that's a 13.
I
At
got a-
13, you're stuck.
I got a nat 20 and a 3 on top.
So you have 23 total?
Yeah.
Yeah, you realize you're a little bit more than stuck. You're, like, entirely screwed. You cannot cast magic right now. You cannot speak. You cannot move. You literally feel the magic being drained from you with these wrapped around you. You have literally no movement whatsoever. Entirely bound.
Did my face move?
No, you literally, the golden binding is around your mouth as well. You can maybe look side to side. That's about it. You can blink. No speaking in any other way. Your legs are bound. Your arms are bound. You are stuck. With no sense of magic. But you are all taken away by the guards. And as you would assume, you'd be being led back to your prison cell once again. They instead are bringing you in a different direction. They are leading you up a path towards an area you haven't been to before, up several flights of stairs until you are standing in the room that you saw before, that the king was looking down at you on. He is sitting inside in his chair as you are all sat down on your knees before him. And he stands up before you all grinning, and he says, "Congratulations to you all on your victory. You've defeated our champions who have held their title since they arrived many weeks ago. I don't offer my personal congratulations often, but in this instant, I feel that it's fitting to do so. And because you've defeated our great champions, I would like to name you our new champions of the arena. Be proud of your achievement, for it's not an easy title to claim. And may I ask the names of our newest champions?" And with that, the binding around your mouths will open, so you all will be able to speak.
I'm contemplating spitting on him.
Balin is probably most comfortable in this situation of everyone. So he'll take a step forward, slightly incline his head, definitely not near enough respect owed to a king. It's more respect owed to someone who is capable of commanding this level of power, I would say. But he will introduce himself as Balin. And just kind of wait for others. But if no one chimes in, he will continue speaking for others.
The king is gonna, look to the rest of you, being like, expecting, waiting. Balin, and what about yourself? And he'll point to, right next to Balin over at Gale.
Gale was just gonna stay silent because of embarrassment.
That's my friend, Lage.
Very well. And what about over here, to the left?
He does go by and introduce everyone one by one if no one else is speaking.
I kind of just you guys hear me kind of chuckle. This chuckle kind of goes louder into kind of like a maniacal laughter, and then I just go silent. I was contemplating trying to do that, but my upstairs neighbor might actually call the cops on me, so I'm not going to.
The king, hearing your chuckle, will look down at you and say, "Do you find all of this event amusing?"
I find it more than amusing. I got to wreak havoc on creatures that I had no idea existed. I got to test out this new item, is what we'll call it. And there's a few other things that were quite amusing to me in this situation, like lighting the arena on fire, though it didn't have the expected outcome.
So the king will kind of laugh and say, "Yeah, that was actually a fantastic new idea. I loved adding that into it. If you have any other ideas, we would love throwing you into some more dangerous situations like this."
So, Rosmila goes from being just absolutely in shock, and then you just see this anger, this red-hot anger come over her face. And hearing the king laugh, she just screams at him. "Do you think this is a joke? Is this a game to you?"
Well, yes.
What sort of monster are you?
Well, in case you haven't taken a look around, I am the king of this land and the creator of these games. I do this for the entertainment of my people, and they enjoy it quite a lot. I don't see a reason to stop it. Clearly you're all enjoying it as well. You're doing a fantastic job.
A king? You are not worthy to be called a king. I have seen good men, great men, leading their countries, and you are not one of them. You are nothing more than a beast with a crown.
Perhaps from your perspective, but my people adore me. I haven't heard a complaint.
Of course, Because who would dare speak against this so-called king?
And he'll grin at you and say, precisely. Because any of those who speak against me end up in the games, and they're all well aware of that.
So you rule with nothing more than blood and terror. What sort of king is that?
An entertaining one.
The kings I have known are good men, great men who would die to protect the ideals of this country. This is what you would be willing to die for. These games, this torment.
Absolutely. After all, you are unfamiliar with this land and just what I have had to do to achieve this standard, this place, this position that I've reached. And though it may seem beyond cruel to you, it is what we had to do. And what I had to do. And to maintain this position, it is what I am doing. And that's not going to change.
You justify this bloodshed. For what? And no, we are not from this land. You took us from our homes. You brought us here. You put us in this place. I may be standing before you. Then do please explain.
I have no control in whatever brought you here, but you all have been coming to our land. You all have been causing chaos in our land, throwing turmoil to all of the people. You were murdering the people. And so we found a way to contain you and to use you so that you cannot continue to torment us in this way.
And so rather than find a way to send these people home, you make them fight to the death for your entertainment?
Why would we want to help those that harmed us?
And what of us? We did not harm you. We were on a caravan. We were travelers.
Regardless, you managed to kill our champions, did you not?
In the middle of this argument, I kind of just drop down onto my 2 knees and I pull my cloak open. This is the first time you guys have seen me without my cloak or my armor on. And you see multiple, eye-looking scar patterns in my chest from shoulder to shoulder. I put my tablet in front of me, and I lean slightly over it, and then I just start carving another eye in my chest while you guys are arguing. I don't say anything, I don't move.
Are you trying to do this, secretly, or no?
Nope, just
Okay.
out in the
I thought we were still bound.
You are still bound. I don't know if you'd be able to move your hand.
Oh, you said binds dropped, so I had misunderstood, never mind.
Your binding's just around your mouth.
Okay. Then I don't do that, never mind. Continue arguing.
Okay. But the king will say, I don't feel that it's my responsibility. You all started coming here whenever this crystal arrived, and we have done what we've needed to do to defend ourselves. It's not my fault that you came here. I don't know who you are, what you've done, but I know that you're killers. All of you are killers. That's very plain to see. And so, what better way to get rid of killers than to pit them against other killers?
Hearing his words, she begins to immediately try to wrestle with her bindings, even though she knows there's no point. And she's just absolutely enraged and tells him, I was never a killer. You made me this. And though I stand before you, by your actions, you have killed me.
Well, I
The
would certainly like to
crystal
see
is
it happen.
right behind him, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to... At some point during that, my attention will have shifted from watching with interest, Rosmila, to the crystal. Is there, now that I'm much closer, is there anything I can glean from it?
It's since you are looking at the crystal, go ahead and make a perception check. For you, I will not give advantage because you have not seen something like this before.
23.
23, fantastic. You do notice at the base of the crystal, one thing I forgot to ask, who has the rock?
I was the one that scavenged the bottom of the arena.
Okay, so you have the rock then. So, Valen, you'll notice that the rock seems to be pulsating fairly rapidly. And you notice as well at the base of it some words written in the bottom. You can make them out with a 23, I'll let you. And it says, "In victory's wake, a price is paid. In bloodshed's grasp, a debt is made. With hands that bear the crimson stain, we shatter stones, yet hearts remain." And as you recall, the party who was kind to you before had shared those words with you as well, mentioning that it was on the stone. I don't know if I had those written down. Yeah, up here.
Hands that bear the crimson stain, we shatter stones.
So, we're your champions. Why are we still bound?
Well, you're still killers.
Okay, but if you can do this to us at will, and we're your champions, I feel like we should deserve a little bit of mobility, don't you?
Make a persuasion check.
It's a 9.
9. We've unbound people like you before who attempt to attack me. I don't see a reason to fully unbind you right now.
So why not unbind the ones that aren't hostile towards you? I have no malice towards you. I told you I enjoyed these games.
And you would continue to fight in them, would you? Entirely willingly?
I can't say entirely willingly, and I wouldn't do it just to fight in them, but there's stuff in these games that I gain.
So then, what is it that you are trying to achieve here? Why would you seek to be unbound? If you're not willing to fight in the games, what do you want?
I simply am tired of being restrained. Every time you pull us out of the cell, every time we go into the arena, anytime that you feel like it, you restrain us, and I understand that I don't have a right to be over it, but as a champion, I feel like we deserve something, and freedom is the least you could do of it. The freedom to move a little bit.
Make another persuasion check. This one's a little bit more difficult.
12.
Alright. So he, will say, "Very well, I can unbind you since I was going to give you these anyway." And he doesn't appear. What's your guys' passive perception? Anybody over 15?
Yes.
Mine's 14.
15.
19.
18. Okay.
Wow.
So those of you over
know where to see
15, it should be on your page on like the left side. You should see passive wisdom, passive intelligence.
So it has to be over, it can't be at.
At or above. So
Okay.
15 or
Alright.
above.
So close.
So close.
Almost perceive.
So if you're 15 or above on your passive perception, You notice that the bindings on Umino, as they are, like, gone, for the instant, it doesn't appear that the king is the one removing the spell. And in front of you, some of the guards will set down the items from the kobolds. You recognize their weapons, and there's a few other items in there as well. There is a book, there is an amulet, there's their pockets of sand, and then their swords.
Can I have one of their bodies? I want one of their skulls. Well, really, I want a few more things than just their skull, but the kobold bones can be used for quite a few things.
Gal looks at Umino and just raises his eyebrows like,
The king will look kind of baffled as well by that, and I apologize, but we've already gotten rid of their bodies. However, I suppose in future games, if you manage to win them, we'll let you keep the bodies. I should note there's 5 guards, but ignore their names being kobolds. Oops.
So what were the items, the bags of sand?
There's 5 bags of sand, there's 5 rapiers, there is a necklace, and there is a book.
Yeah. Made a character far more comfortable with this situation than others. Anyway. Balin will give a light shrug, step forward, and we've been unbound enough to reach out for the items.
Umino is.
Just Umino is. Okay,
Just
never mind.
Umino is.
So I start rummaging through this pile, kind of like cartoon-esque, where I'm just chucking things aside.
Mm-hmm.
And then I find the book and the amulet, and I kind of just walk over. I found this book, this pretty shiny amulet, but I don't know what it is. Either of you magic users want to, or any of you magic users want to try to appraise it?
Miss Mila is just ignoring Umino completely and just glaring at the king while struggling against her bonds.
Okay. Gale, do you want this book?
I would not be opposed to it.
Okay. Balin, here's the amulet. And I'll go grab all of the other stuff and kind of just lay...
Just put it around my neck. I can't grab it quite yet.
Well, I'm putting it on the floor right now. I'm putting all of this stuff on the floor for a second because I'm kind of distributing everything. And then I'll, rapier in front of everybody. A back of sand in front of everybody.
As you're distributing the items, the king will notice you putting them in front of them and say, I will unbind you, except for you, and he looks over to Rosmila. I will unbind the rest of you just so you can put these items away, and so then the rest of you get unbound. However, again, those with over 15 notice it doesn't seem like he's the one ending that spell.
As his binds come free, Balin now goes and reaches for the things and says, were these rewards from you or just items brought in by other displaced people over the years? Months? How long has this been going on?
Do you mean the games themselves? Or...
You said you started the games in response to people appearing in your lands, so...
Yes, the crystal is originally what appeared in the center of our town And since then, people began appearing and fighting their way to get to it. And we created these games to defend ourselves from people like you who just seem to be appearing.
Who is we?
You mean the people of the city? Myself, the guards?
The one
The people
casting the
here?
binding?
You're asking the king who's casting the binding directly?
I not who as much as a little bit rhetorical, but yeah, I guess. More so asking if the one who is casting it, the role that they played in setting up these games.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
I have a quick question.
Yes,
So we cannot cast magic in these bindings, correct?
correct.
With me, it was like, fuck it, I'll just nuke it all!
Well, that was a good question, considering I have some verbal spells.
Oh.
Don't need my hands for those.
23.
23. So, he'll kind of chuckle and like oh, you picked up on that, did you? I suppose I could introduce you to, my sorcerer, and so a person, will step out from the sidelines. Just another tiefling who is casting as well. If I can clone this. Right up here beside him.
Control C, Control V, or that.
Just doing that, sorcerer. And he'll say this is I have no names prepared, fuck.
Do you need a name?
Yeah.
Yggdrasil.
Drizold? I don't know what you said.
Drizold.
Alright. So this is Drizold, the sorcerer and the one who put up all of the magic around for the games, the one behind the scenes running everything. They set it all up from the start, of course, with the finances provided by the kingdom. What was the rest of your question, though? I had forgotten.
It was just, who set this up? You, the townspeople, the one
Gotcha.
casting these spells, and that was the last thing I had said.
Okay.
So Gisald walked out, or was
Yep.
introduced. And after he walks out, I'll then glance up to and nod at the poem and say, and so what is your price?
Does all say my price? Excuse me?
In victory's wake, a price is paid.
And the sorcerer will look back at the crystal and back to you and say, we believe that, or at least from what I've been able to infer from this crystal, whenever those are victorious in battle over another, it is causing more people to show up here. That is my assumption at the very least. And the bloodshed is a way to prevent those from leaving, but I don't know very much about this crystal. That is what I assumed to happen, since people were arriving, and more would arrive the more of our people they would kill.
What debt have you guys made? In Bloodshed's grasp, a debt is made with hands that bear the crimson stain.
Well,
You guys are acting all innocent and you're acting like the victims of this, but how do we know that you guys haven't done something that's oriented this?
innocent, not at all. The king is saying, we aren't innocent at all in this. We are just focusing on our survivability over others. You are the ones creating victory. You are the ones brought with the crystal. You are the ones creating bloodshed.
You.
It's not to say that we are innocent in this in any way. Clearly, what we're doing is a game to the death. I mean, it is not a great thing. But
So let
whenever
me
it
ask.
comes to our survivability, it's what we need to do.
So let me ask. When was the last time that you, without just abducting one of us, had a conversation with us? I guarantee you that we don't automatically get teleported here and instantly start killing things.
Except that's exactly what you all did.
You want to know the
For
funny thing about that?
Many months.
We got teleported here. And just randomly appeared here. We're walking through a frozen lake. An ice familiar kind of just woke up. We defended ourselves from the ice familiar, and then you guys teleported us here. So what part do we play in this entire game?
We didn't teleport you here. The crystal did. We don't control it. We are just reacting to it sending people here.
Rather than attempt to remove the crystal, you instead built a cathedral
Remove it.
of blood around it?
You think we didn't try to destroy this? That was the first thing we tried to do. There is no destroying this crystal. We've tried everything to destroy this crystal.
You
To get
haven't
it to
tried-
stop sending people here. Nothing works.
Have you tried using the people that were sent by it?
Have you ever thought that the crystal is asking you for something?
Before we created these arenas, some of the people who were killing us to reach this crystal would vanish after coming in contact with it. We don't understand why or how. They would simply vanish. So we don't believe that anybody would be able to break the crystal. All we can do is defend ourselves from the people coming from the crystal.
So your worries are people coming from the crystal, killing people, and calling more, rather than just seeing if they'll leave on their own volition?
Well, for some reason, whatever is bringing them here wasn't leading them to simply walk away. They were not simply going to the crystal. They were killing us. And we had
Our
to stop
minds
it.
are free. We're not attacking. Well, nod towards Rasmila. She's angry, but I
And
feel
understandably so.
hers is justified. It's not wanton destruction.
I'm
in
not
addition-
saying what we're doing is fair.
No, I wouldn't dare accuse you of that.
So that ritual that I was gonna attempt earlier while I was in binds,
Mhm.
I place myself in the middle of the room, almost directly in front of the king, and proceed with the ritual. I don't say anything while doing it. I just start it.
And what is it that you're doing? The king is
I'll
gonna
text it to you.
ask. Okay. Well, the king is asking you as well.
Well, I can't physically speak while doing it, so I'll text it to you.
Okay.
And then this one, I kind of point to Lockery. You say it's because we're a threat. You've put an unconscious person in harm's way multiple times. Again, clearly, you're not even pretending to be the good guys. You, like all others, claim that your cause is right. But how does this even fit your agenda?
I don't think you seem to understand how long and vast this war has been, how many of our people have been murdered by people like you. We're
No, I
past
asked
the
that
point
question and
of
you dodged
sympathy.
it.
The population you see here was 4 times what it was before this began. We have been being murdered by the thousands by people like you. We don't have sympathy for you anymore.
I'm not expecting sympathy. Clearly that ship has sailed. I'm expecting you to search for better solutions.
And what solution would you have for people randomly appearing in our land against our will, murdering us anywhere they could show up at any time, and then disappearing before we have a chance to do anything about it?
Keeping them imprisoned is probably not the best move.
But at least they're not attacking us anymore.
What is going on? Can I try and see if I can get a sense of what Yumino's doing?
I'd say make an Arcana or Insight.
I'll do Arcana.
I guess it would depend on what you're trying to do exactly. So yeah, Arcana would be specific magic.
See if I can sense anything from Yumino, whether it's like magic or just... Yeah, I'd probably say more like magic.
Okay.
The groups that disappeared, were they more like us? Less keen on outright attacking and more trying to figure out the situation?
No, the groups were keen on attacking.
Even the ones that disappeared?
Even the ones that disappeared. The only time that it's somewhat stopped is by putting you all in these games. You're all bloodthirsty killers. And I believe if we didn't have these games set up as it was, you would probably be doing the same.
I was 13.
Can I...
13 on what Yumino's doing.
Yes.
You're not picking up anything specific as to what's happening. You do sense magic, but you don't know what this ritual is or what he's doing at all.
Do I get the sense that they're like either the guards, the sorcerer, the king? Do any of them buy their own bullshit?
What do you mean?
Like, are they just saying shit, or do they genuinely, all of them, believe this?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
While he's
26.
rolling.
26. Yeah, no, they are all genuine. They are all being genuine about this. This is legitimately how they feel. It doesn't seem like they're lying at all.
Is the poem made by you, or was this here with the stone?
It was here with the stone.
Some stone shit.
Yumino, are you okay, my friend?
Yeah, so I was gonna wait until a break. I finished that ritual and I kind of like put my armor back on and put my cloak back on. Yeah, no, I'm perfectly fine. I popped two.
And the sorcerer is going to look at you, Yumino, and be like, "And what exactly was that?"
I can't really explain what that was.
You understand that we will kill you. If you are doing anything to defy us, if you are doing anything to attempt to murder our king, you understand that we will kill you.
If I wanted to defy you, I would have just done this, and I spit at his feet. I wasn't defying you. I was simply doing something for my own good. And you're not the king. Don't speak to me like a king.
The sorcerer is going to glare at you, and he's going to raise up his hand. You can see, like, a necklace sort of dangling from it, and you're going to be put in bounds again. The bindings.
That's fine.
Might I make an attempt?
An attempt to what?
Do what you cannot. With hands that bear the crimson stain, we shatter stones. Our hands, freshly bloodied from war, from your games, might be able to do what yours could not.
Make a persuasion check.
11.
Why do you think you'd be able to break the stone whenever so many others have failed? What?
Am I in full bindings, like mouth and everything?
For a moment, yes. The sorcerer was mad at you, but he will release the mouth bindings.
Hey Balin. I can't move, but come here and check my bag real quick.
I look towards the king, arms out, like, are you going to allow this?
The king will nod.
Step forward and check the bag.
Get that stone. You probably haven't seen it before, but you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it.
I reach in for a noteworthy stone.
You can pretty much guess what stone he's talking about
I
as you
can.
see the small stone that is pulsating. The exact same as the larger stone is pulsating.
Grasp onto it, kind of make eye contact, and give it a little, like, we're just going for it? Like, tilt of the head towards Yumino.
Yeah, go for it. Take it out. Show him what we're here for.
I pull out the stone, hoist it, blood still dripping down my hand, and say, maybe this will be what makes us different than you. We are not from this realm. You are. Have you had anyone not from here cooperate with you to try?
We've had plenty con us. They will lie, saying that they just want to reach the stone peacefully and then kill us.
Disarm me.
All
I'm
right.
sure your mage can prevent any spell I can cast. He's already done so before.
So the guards will come up to you, and they're basically going to give you a pat down and take any weapons on you. Let's see how well they do.
First, yeah.
They roll poorly enough to
Okay.
miss the warhammer.
Oh wait, they could have if I rolled that d12 instead of a d20.
What's this giant stick of metal? That's my walking cane. Don't worry about it.
So they pat you down. I don't know what all you have on you, if you have anything like under your armor or anything. But basically what is generic on the outside. So the giant warhammer, they take that from you. Everything else they can't really see, they can't really notice. They don't take it from you.
A warhammer and a crossbow with the bolts are on the outside.
So they'd probably take those. The obvious things they're gonna take.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yep.
So I walk, hand with the stone, take a couple steps forward towards the king, not towards the king, but like to pass him, because the stone's back here, right?
Correct. I
Okay.
don't really have a spot marked for the stone, but
It was like on the wall behind.
yeah, it's got its own little like spot up here.
Okay.
There's a stone for you.
Oh, wow.
I'll walk the one I'm holding. What is the shape of it?
It's a small oval shaped, and it's not a stone, it is a gem. It's always been a gem, but we call it a stone now apparently.
Rocket stone.
Fair enough.
Red, like a sort of ruby crystal-like stone with light pulsating inside of it.
I'll walk up to it, shrug, and give it a tap to the gem on the wall.
You do that, and nothing happens. But it is pulsating. As you were stepping closer, the light is going faster and faster and faster.
Hey Balin. I'm kind of stuck over here. You do the king's pet. Is there like a place you can put the hair, put the stone, or put it on?
The sorcerer's gonna look at you and say, I'll put that binding on your mouth again.
I will look for a inlet socket something on the wall? Or
Uh,
on the
More like
on
a
the giant
hand or a
crystal?
pedestal.
Or that?
I won't even make you do an investigation check. Like, you can tell there's nothing there. It's basically flat surface. The stone, I don't know if I can draw this very well for you guys to kind of see, but it's like this shape, and then you have like the crystal, you know, up out of it, the shape crystal up out of it, and then this is just where like the plaque is at the bottom. There's no like table there, nothing. It's just a part of it. Like, yeah.
Try
May I
peeling.
suggest-
Go
May I
ahead.
suggest repeating the riddle? While
Oh.
holding the stone?
That happens. In victory's wake, a price is paid. In bloodshed's grasp, a debt is made. With hands that bear the crimson stain, we shatter stones, yet heart remains. Shit, fucked it up, yet hearts remain.
Repeating it, nothing happens.
I will place bloodied hand to the plaque, and then to stone. On wall.
And as you place your bloodied hand against the stone, the others may recognize what is happening, but a dark mist, as the light stops, a dark mist starts to spread from the base of the stone, and though you hear the king calling out to the guards and them rushing around in a panic, you are quickly enveloped in the mist. And
Why, you dogs?
Yeah. Here we go again.
you, as you look around, you are trapped inside of the void once again. And actually, we are going to, since it is 4 o'clock, we are going to end it right there. Sucked back into the void.
Oh, you in this void, dude.
It's fantastic.
This fucking void is gonna be the death of us.
We didn't ever come
At
out
least
of
it won't be that king.
I should have spit on the king when I had the chance.
Are we bound or anything? Are the bindings gone?
You can't really tell. You feel you're, like, just floating in nothing once again.
Alright.
In a space between existing and non-existing, all you can see is darkness around you.
We're in the void.
You're in the void.
Oh.
I'm so excited for the next session.
I can't believe that kobold passed on every single check it had to make.
I was either rolling 19 or 1, and there was no in between on all of those rolls.
Like, surely it can't pass a wisdom saving throw, right? And it did, and I was like,
Right.
ah, shit.
I thought so too, but yeah, no, literally there was no in between. It's either I rolled